How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. Today is going to be day 46 in the Ultimate Guide series, and we have some important changes to the guide coming up soon, as well as some preparations that will get you prepared for level 70. So you're definitely going to want to check this one out. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So the new things that we have for today is we will have an increase in the level cap, which will bring us to 67. 67 has about the same XP as before, so no big rush as we have 3 days to get to the next level. So we're going to have level 68 available on the 27th, which is going to be on Tuesday. So you definitely have some time, so don't worry about that. But the thing you should worry about instead of leveling is probably preparing your weapon materials. Keep in mind at level 70 we will get a 10 level increase, and alongside of that comes a lot of materials that you're going to need, especially tier 2 materials. We're talking 15 of whatever the appropriate gold type is and 15 of the purple type. So you're going to need quite a lot, especially to get your main weapon set up. So I might as well just go ahead and start calculating this out, and I would plan ahead. Make sure you are comfortable and you have this already ready to go before you hit level 70, because the last thing you want to do is not have your weapons upgraded and get caught on a bad Bygone week. So definitely check that one out. Make sure you are well prepared, and ahead of that, check out those stargates, check out the other weapon material avenues and all the events coming up, because it will give you quite a lot, so you can use that in your calculations to start planning for that. In addition to the level cap, we also have the runes, which will give you type V armor shards as well as gold dust. So make sure to check that one out. It has unlocked at level 67. So we're going to go ahead and hop in here and show you guys the location of the chest, because there was one super sneaky one, and we'll show you the boss fight as well, because I know the dragon can be a bit obnoxious, but if you bring some sort of a range weapon, especially Shiro or maybe even Bailing, you will be able to completely destroy this guy. Trust me, it will be a lot easier. So let's go ahead and see the boss battle now. Alright, here we are at the boss fight, and the location of those first two chests are pretty obvious. I didn't really want to mention it before, but it's literally just there when you walk in. There's a couple of obvious ones here, but there is one sneaky one. But for the boss dragon, I just like to shred him with Shiro. As you can see, my Shiro does way too much damage. So anything physical was going to hurt this guy a lot more, so you can have an easier time. But if you have all melee weapons, it definitely can be rough. So just make sure you bring the appropriate weapon for the job. And then if you take a look back here, you're going to see after the cutscene the 2 chests that are on the ledge, so that should get us up to 4. And then the other chests after this will also be in sight, but there is a sneaky one that is hidden behind some things, so we'll go ahead and fast forward to that one and let you guys know where that is. As you can see, the 5th chest in the background on the left there, so I'll just hop over and get that, and then we can see the other ones here in a moment. Alright, and if you look to the right of where the little pyramid is, the 6th and final chest is hidden behind the rocks on the right side here. So just gonna ahead and point this out for you so that you don't waste a lot of time searching for this thing. But hopefully that helps. I'll try to include the runes in the guides for now on, especially if it's like a daily refresh when we get a new one. So that way you guys can just follow and get some easy boxes and go about your day. Next, I have a change to the daily guide series, which will be happening right around level 70. So when we hit level 70, we're going to enter this very, very slow leveling pattern. It's going to be about a week for us to get 2 levels. So it's going to be like 2 levels every week. And it's going to be that slow all the way to level 80. So what we're going to do when level 70 happens is we're going to change the daily guide series into more of a, I guess, weekly guide series. And we will still have a video every single day. Do not worry about that. It will just be covering an important topic in the game instead of just a walkthrough of what's new in the day. If there is anything new in that given day, we of course will add it in there, so it will be there no matter what. But just know that the naming is going to change a little bit, because we will have those massive week gaps where, we get 2 levels at the start of the week and then, well, nothing else after that, so it's not going to change too much. So just keep that in mind. Following that, I will have an announcement for the Advanced Guide series that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be covering all of the weapons SSR in the game, and I'm going to take a detailed look at them. I'm going to explain to you how to play them at a high level, what their mechanics are, what their best attacks are, what they combo well with. And so we'll start with some of the characters that you guys want to see first. So I have a community poll on my YouTube. Go ahead and check that out in the community section and cast your vote. I grouped them up by elements, so whichever elements you want to see first, go ahead and cast that. We will be mixing and matching a little bit, but we'll definitely be going down the line and making sure that we cover every character, and we have an efficient guide that will show you how to play them at a high level and all their tips and their tricks and all those goodies. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. It will definitely be super fun. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about Island Upgrade, because I saw in the last video, I was reading through some of the feedback, and I know some of you were like, well, on the CN version, they went to a weekly timer instead of the 3-day timer, right around 2.0 or something like that. Okay, you know, I heard you, I heard that feedback, so what we could do is we could just keep focusing on leveling up 9 for now, and then we can hold some of our materials that we're crafting matrices for as it gets closer to the launch date for 2.0, and that way we have them there in our pockets ready to go if we need to upgrade buildings. And if it doesn't change and it's still a 3-day timer, well, hey, we can just bank it all in on matrices, no problem, right? So either way, no harm, no foul. We can definitely prepare for that. So that's what we'll be doing. But I think that this is going to stay like this because it wants us to catch up to the point of where our artificial island is kind of completed and good before we enter 2.0, because I don't think they want us like backtracking and doing artificial island stuff while we're doing 2.0 stuff. It just seems a little unnecessary. So that's what I think they have in mind. But, you know, who knows? We've seen a lot of surprises with Global. We've seen a lot of surprises with the CN changes and differences. So we'll just go ahead and prepare for the worst, and that way we're prepared no matter what. Okay, so following that, I do want to say that it is the joint operation Golden Day, so go ahead and check that one out. The Deep Sea Stronghold Giga Pack is available. You can get Crow, you can get King, you can also get gloves and pants as a nice consolation. So pretty much everything here is good in terms of SSR, so just to let you know that is available. In addition to that, we also have the quarantine zone, so if you're looking for like Shiro or something, it's not too bad, but I would definitely recommend this one because it just has so much value. There's so many good things that you can get here, especially if you don't have a good pair of gloves. You should definitely be aiming for that with those massive crit boosts. On top of that, I would start preparing for the week. Make sure you wrap up your weekly activities. Make sure you wrap up your Bygone Phantasm, because today is Saturday, so keep in mind this is the highest level you're ever going to be, 67, so you need to start working towards climbing your Phantasm, and it takes a while because you have to do sequential as well. Keep in mind, you have to do sequential Phantasm. So start pushing so that you don't have to do everything the last minute on Sunday night. That's going to be treacherous. So make sure you cover this out and you get all these things done. Check your raid. Make sure you've got your raid done. Check your weekly activity, your shops. Make sure you've purchased, like from your commissary, make sure you purchase your booster modules and all that stuff. And then also check out your crew. In addition to crew, I wanted to mention that today is going to be the last day before the crew shop hologram projector goes away. And the reason why you want to get this is because there is no box that will allow you to select the hologram projector at the moment. It just doesn't exist. It's not in the game. You can't select it from a selector. So all you're going to have is the hologram projectors that you gain from the completion within the zones and the ability to buy shards. So I went ahead and spent all of my currency on hologram projector shards. So hopefully I'll be pushing that up to the next level. And it did get me the extra 5 seconds on the hologram, which is massive because that's extra 5 seconds of 35% increased damage, which is definitely really nice. So I would say I'd recommend getting this before, you know, it's a little too late on that. Now that we have talked about that, I did want to mention that there is a new event coming up, and that is going to be starting on September 27th. I'll go ahead and pull that up on screen here. It is going to be Vera Orienteering, and in Vera Orienteering, you are going to get a copy of Space-Time Rift. So that'll be 30 shards if you already have it. So include that into your calculations, especially if you're aiming for a level 3 Space-Time Rift to get that 20% damage boost. I would go ahead and just get to level 2 and a bunch of shards minus 30, right? And plan on getting that item for free when the event starts, and that way you could use that to push yourself up to 3-star, and you'll be super powerful for that. So that's some fun and exciting stuff that we can get some nice rewards coming up, and if you plan ahead, you'll save yourself some relic shard boxes in some other areas. In addition to that, I do want to put out a notice for the Apex League. It will be concluding at the end of the month. So if you're starting your Grand Marshal grind, or you're getting close to the end of your Grand Marshal grind, I would recommend going ahead and doing it now. I'm at Battlelord 1, so I just have like 5 more matches to win, no problem there. I'll probably hop in today on stream, or maybe tomorrow, and finish it off. And just go ahead and get quite a few wins here, and then that way I can get my rewards, because remember, you're gonna get dark crystals as well as new cosmetics. But if you don't, or if you already have these cosmetics from last season, it's just gonna get converted into more dark crystals and more gold. So you definitely want to get Grand Marshal, especially if you got it last time, because that just means you're gonna get a bunch of dark crystals, and we're gonna need that for all the new characters coming up, like Lyn and Ruby and Cobalt and Saki, Fuwa, all these characters that should be in the future. It's definitely gonna be necessary. So go ahead and start that grind now before it's like, you know, last minute. You don't want to be trying to push Grand Marshal on the last day. That's definitely going to be really difficult. So this is the 1-week warning for that, so just keep that in mind. You might want to start making some progress at the very least. On top of that, the Wormhole has been reset, and the dust should have been distributed now, so go ahead and check your mailbox. You should have 400 dust, and with that comes the refresh of Ursa Major. It still has the same buffs, so it will be on the endless mode, so go ahead and clear each floor for 30 dust, and that will definitely help you out quite a lot. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that, truly. Keep in mind that we have a Twitch stream that usually runs at 5:30 p.m. EST. I think today I'm going to take the day off just to kind of relax, enjoy the Saturday, but we will definitely be back in the future with that, so just keep that in mind. And then on top of that, we also have a lot of videos coming up in the future, including the Daily Guide series, which will be running, and the Advanced Guide series, which will be in the future, so definitely look forward to looking into that. I'm also thinking of checking out New World. I see it has a couple of updates with the Brimstone Sands here recently, so that might be a little bit of an avenue I'll explore. I'll see if it's good again. New World was a game I played a lot of in the past, so I want to check it out and see if there's anything good to offer there now. And that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and we will see you in the next video.